Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Marvel custom review, and it feels like I've been doing those all the time this year with all the Marvel content, but this is my Black Widow showcase. Been pretty excited about this one. The movie came out a while ago now, but it just took a while to get all these guys together. But I'm really proud of all of them, and I'm really excited to share them all with you because it was a super duper cool movie. And I was going to say spoilers for the movie, but I don't believe there will be any spoilers for the movie in this video. So good for you. This will be a spoiler-free video. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. Starting off is, of course, the hero herself, Black Widow, the main character of the movie. And really, really proud of this figure. This was the first one I made for the movie, and I made it like the day after I saw the movie because I just thought her white suit was so cool. Even though they're kind of merchandising the black suit from the movie a little more, and it looks a little more like Black Widow. I've made a lot of Black Widows, so I thought it would be fun to make the white suit. So yeah, her hair is this. I don't actually know who it's used on. They've used it on Scarlet Witch once, and they use it on some other characters. But you know, the hairpiece, and then I just sculpted this part here as well as her braid. I sculpted her braid because she has some braids in her hair. That one specifically, right there. And then the face is just the one that Lego always uses for Black Widow since Infinity War, I guess. And yeah, her torso. I'm just gonna take her hair off so you can see the torso. If I can even take it off. Yeah, I can take it off. Here it is. So her torso is just white. I sanded the sides there like I do for most female torsos. And she has some black details to be the bands that would connect to the thing on her back. I did not paint or create the part that her batons stick into, just because her hair would have covered it up. But she has all the little silver details on her torso. The hip piece there is actually painted to be her belt with the little Black Widow logo on there in dark red. Really proud of that with the little silver details. And then on the sides, she does have two. Sorry, I can't even move her hand up. She does have two gun holsters there, which are both made out of cardboard, and I'm really proud of the way those look. They're just cardboard pieces painted black with silver details to look like they could hold guns, so that's super cool. And then E-tape to be the little belts that attach to her belt and that are on her legs there. She's just got some gray boots with some detailing on them, some black and silver detailing. And then she does have her little bracelets that she uses, the Widow's Bite, I think, is what they're called. And that is just a black minifigure headpiece with some silver lines painted on there. And her arms just have the shoulder pad painted on with some little details there. And their batons, I'm really proud of. So what these are actually is this is just the standard Lego stick piece, which is what I was going to do. But then for fun, I decided to add, these are all minifigure studs. So I could slip these off if I wanted to, but I would mess up the pattern. And so there's 4 minifigure studs on each one, and it gives it that like layered look with all, or a segmented look with all the little segments. And I think they look super cool like that, even though it took a ton of studs to make her, being her also having them on her hands there. But yeah, that is it for Black Widow. Next up is Yelena, and I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. But yeah, she's here, and I think she might be my favorite figure out of all of them. I'm just really proud of her, especially her face and hair. This hair piece, I'm not actually sure who all it's used for. I know it's used in Star Wars, I think for Leia. And it's just painted to be like a tan color, and then I just painted this part brown to kind of with like a fading effect. Dry brushed it there, and it looks super cool. Super cool. Her face is from Karai from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I just literally repainted the entire face. I just kept the eyes and not even really the eyes because of the eyeshadow that they put on her. So I repainted the mouth and the eyebrows and everything. I think it looks really good. I think I got the likeness pretty well. One thing I really wanted to do with this figure was give her the paper jacket, because whenever I first started the figure, I was kind of like, it's going to be literally just like making Black Widow all over again. But after like studying the suit, there are like a ton of little differences. Like, for example, she has some like straps on her arms and stuff here, and I just think her arms turned out a lot cleaner than Black Widow's, and I'm really, really proud of them. And they have the same shoulder pad design there, but without the red dots. Black Widow's actually has a little red dot on each arm there, but she does not actually have the red dots. And then she has the same Widow's Bite created the same way there. For an accessory, I just gave her this staff, because she puts both her batons together to make a staff in the movie. And they give her one in most of the art and stuff. But yeah, just really proud of the arms. And there's a lot of other differences on her as well, such as these bands on her legs are actually silver. And so it's the same style as Black Widow's, except for they're painted silver. And of course, there's only 3 on Black Widow. There are 4 there, but she has the same line designs on her legs and little knee pads, and the same boots in the gray with the dark gray lines there, and same gun holster on this side. And then on this side, it actually holds knives, so it's a different design there to hold knives, and I think that looks super cool. And then the main thing here is her jacket, which I am super, super proud of, and I think it looks really, really cool. So it is a paper jacket. It's 3D jacket. It can actually come off of her, but it can't open up in the middle because there's 3 lines of E-tape on it to be like the little straps on it. And then there's like some black detailing underneath, and then there's like some buckles on there, and I think the top can come undone a little, just a little bit there, but really it does stay shut. And underneath, she doesn't really have any torso detailing. It's just the top collar there. But yeah, that is it for Yelena. I think Yelena. I don't know how to pronounce it again. Last up of the good guys is Red Guardian, who was really just a hilarious character in the movie. He was super cool. Hope to see more of him in the MCU. But yeah, I'm super duper proud of him. So his helmet here is actually, I was going to go through the trouble of ordering one of those expensive Flash helmets, and then I realized I had this helmet, and it is actually from Rocca from Hero Factory. They made minifigures of them. My brother likes Hero Factory, and I liked Hero Factory when I was younger, and so I had an extra one of these little helmets, and I actually realized after cutting it up, it actually looks like exactly like it, and also sculpting this part here. So the top here is actually sculpted in, because it was this exact design, but it was hollow, so I sculpted it in, and then it's painted dark red, and the top part is silver, of course, with that little Red Guardian star and little bitty black and silver designs. Really, really proud of how those look. And then his face underneath, I am super duper proud of. I don't know who it went to. Maybe a Lord of the Rings character, but it was somebody with a beard. And so I used that beard and repainted the eyebrows. And I painted a smile on there because I thought that looked pretty good. And I did have a hair piece for him to where he could switch out his hair, but I recently actually repainted it and gave it to Ghostbusters. Figure of the zombie jogger, so I don't actually have it anymore to show him without his helmet, so that's sad, but that's okay because he looks pretty awesome with his helmet on there. He's got the dark red torso, and he has some E-tape little things here like bands, and they're just painted white, and there's some white details on his torso. Of course, that star, and I feel like I've had to paint a ton of stars this year between the 2 Captain Americas from Falcon and the Winter Soldier and some other figures. I feel like I had to paint a lot of stars this year. But yeah, and then he's, of course, got his belt here, which is a Lego Batman movie belt. I just cut this part clean off the front of the belt. And I usually have those left over because I'll put them on figures to be taller, and so I had like the front lying around, so I just glued it right on there. I think it looks really, really good. And then his arms are just dark red with the little black designs of his shoulder pads and his other like designs on there, and then some white that goes with his gloves, and then his gloves are just or his hands are just black with white lines on them and a little bit of silver. And then his legs are just the same dark red color with some black designs, some white bands on there, and some pockets on the sides there. He does have some pockets. They're not 3D like the girls. I do kind of wish I made them 3D, but I think they look pretty good. And then his boots are just white with the little silver designs to be the bands on his feet. And he's just got some black boots there. And yeah, that is... I was going to try to do a Russian accent, but I'd be terrible, so it's Red Guardian. The last figure is, of course, Taskmaster, who I am super proud of. I think looks super duper cool. There are kind of some mixed opinions about Taskmaster in this movie, but that's okay. I thought it was a pretty cool character, but yeah, just got a couple accessories to get out of the way because Taskmaster has this shield here with the T on it, I guess, painted in orange with some little details on there, and yeah, some black lines and stuff. I think that looks really, really good. I'm really glad I made it. And then also a bow here, which is just the standard black Hawkeye bow with some orange lines painted on there. Super cool. And one of the cool things is Taskmaster actually has this like cool clip on the back, so I can put this bow on there. The helmet is actually the standard hood piece, but I sanded it on the sides a lot because it sticks out way too much on the sides. And then I sculpted this little like scarf on that's kind of like chainmail, so I painted it silver there to be like that color, and then it has some dark blue on the back with some dark blue lines and stuff, and of course a orange rim there. I think that looks super cool, and I'm very, very proud of the skeleton, or not really skeleton, but supposed to look like a skeleton kind of Taskmaster face there. I worked really hard on that, and I remember like I was super close to actually like giving up and just ordering a face the first time I painted this, and then I just painted a new one the next day, and super proud of it. And I think it looks super cool on there with like the red line there, or the red dot of like where they're focusing and stuff. There's some like sculpted armor on there, which is made out of green stuff and then outlined with silver. Got some orange lines up here, and then a lot of little details on this sculpted part down there, and I think that looks pretty cool. Again, Lego Batman movie belt, but this time a full belt, and you can see the paint is actually coming off because of the shield, so I was actually putting the shield there to cover it up, because usually it is there to cover that up. And then sculpted shoulder pads with a lot of details on the arms there, like a little pad, and then part of the glove here, and then the gloves do have some silver designs and dark blue designs. The silver from where the claws would come out, like the Black Panther claws. And then they've got some cool like cardboard accessories to be these pouches on the side of their legs. And then just dark blue legs with the silver designs. With just some black boots, and again more silver and orange designs, and more pockets on the boots actually. Lots of pockets on Taskmaster. And yeah, that is it for Taskmaster. Thank you so much for watching. I know the showcase is kind of late as the movie came out a couple months back, but this has been one that I've been really excited to share with you guys because I'm really proud of all these figures here, and yeah, so thank you for watching. There will be one more Marvel showcase this year, and that is going to be Loki. So yeah, I've been working on Loki figures, and I've only got 2 more, and I will complete them whenever I'm able to get the CMAP blind bags, because I literally can't get them anywhere. My Target had 4, and each one of them had been ripped open and glued back together. Literally no CMFs around here. So as soon as I get some, and I get Loki and Sylvie, that showcase will be done. and then that should be it for the year. Which makes me kind of sad because I would really love to make figures for Shang-Chi. But I really don't have the time because I'm pretty much focusing all of my customizing energy into Ghostbusters right now. I think I've said this a million times, but just to tell you guys, no figures for Shang-Chi. I thought it was amazing, but I'm just making Ghostbusters figures right now because it's what I've been wanting to do for years since they announced Afterlife, and I've been waiting since they announced it to make Ghostbusters figures, and so I've been spending like every day working on Ghostbusters figures, and I'm really happy doing that. So I don't think I'm going to have enough time though to work on Shang-Chi or the Eternals or Spider-Man. Actually, I probably will get to Spider-Man since that comes out after Ghostbusters, so that'll probably be the final project of the year. So if you want to see Loki, that'll be coming out probably October, hopefully October. And Spider-Man will be out in December, I hope, or early next year. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.